Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we'll be making chicken meatball paired with some tamarind chili sauce that I'm sure you will love, especially when you're experiencing some cold, like you coughing and stuff, then this is definitely for you. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So we're gonna go ahead with the chicken. We're gonna ground that with some onion. The chicken, if you prefer, you can substitute this with fish or even meat if you want to. I'm using chicken thigh. Next, I'm gonna season that with some green seasoning. The link of the green seasoning will be listed in the description box, so don't forget to check that out. Next, I'm gonna add a little bit of this mixture. This is just a leftover from the previous dish that I made. It's a mixture of onion, green onion and onions, so this is definitely optional. Next, I'm gonna add the peanut butter. The peanut butter about 2 to 3 tablespoons or teaspoon depending on the amount of chicken that I have or that you may have. Next, I'm gonna add some corn flour. The corn flour is about half a cup of it, so I just heat that just a little bit, and I'm gonna add that to the chicken. All this definitely depend on the amount of meatball that you'll be making, so adjust the seasoning or all the ingredient added here to what you'll be making. Next, I'm gonna season that with add garlic powder, and this one will be the onion powder and some black pepper, a little bit of salt, maybe just a pinch of salt, and some maggi cube, about maybe a teaspoon of it. Now we're gonna ground that. This is how it's pretty much supposed to look like. Next, I'm just adding a little bit of olive oil to just be able to make my meatball quicker and easier. If you want, you can skip that and just put the oil on the side that you can just use when you're making the meatball to make it easier to make the balls. So this part is totally up to you. There's different way people do make their meatballs, so it's definitely up to you. You can use 2 hands or just 1 hand. Definitely up to you, you know. But make sure that you wash them. That's the most important part. So we're gonna repeat the same process for all of them. They don't need to be perfect, okay? We just want them to be rounded, that's all. And this is what we have. Next, we're gonna put this aside. Then we're gonna go ahead with the tamarind. This one is fresh tamarind, and we're gonna add that to this recipient here, and add some hot water to it. So what we're gonna do is let the tamarind in the hot water, let that sit there for 10 to 15 minutes each, you know, just to make sure that the tamarind is completely, you know, it's not hard anymore, to make it easier to smash them pretty much. So next, we're gonna go ahead and cook our meatball. So the meatball, we're gonna steam them. We're not gonna boil them, we're gonna steam them. The quantity of water, definitely reduce that. I will say just half a cup of water, otherwise it will boil and come up on top, and what it will do, it will boil the meat at the same time, and we don't want that. We just want the meatball to, you know, to steam pretty much. So we're gonna steam that. and cover them like this, and let it cook for about 7 to 10 minutes. It doesn't take that long to cook the meatball, so just keep an eye on it from time to time to make sure that the water doesn't come on the surface, or if you need to flip them over. And that's pretty much it. So back to the tamarind here. Now, as you can see, they're all dissolved in the water. Now I'm gonna wash my hands and smush them pretty really good to just take all the tamarind off. So we're gonna take all that out to just have a pretty nice juice, and then we're gonna remove all these and put that, aside, because all we want is that juice in there, and this is kind of how it's supposed to look like. So at this point, I think the meatball is pretty much done. If you want, you can go ahead and check that. Just like this. This was really hot. I was like struggling right here with my life. I was like, I just want to show them. Next, I'm gonna add the onion. The onion, I'm just adding them at the end, and I'm gonna remove the steamer container, I guess, from the heat, because otherwise it will soften the onion. So I'm gonna put that aside, wash the pan, and then go ahead and make the tamarind sauce. Bring that to a boil and add some habanero pepper, just one habanero pepper, and add some crunch red pepper for more spiciness. And I love to see I love to see the flakes in the sauce, tamarind sauce. Then I'm gonna add some lemon juice. If you have fresh lemon, then yes, that's definitely good. Even better, I guess. You can add that, and also add some what's that? Chicken powder for some seasoning, and a little bit of salt. So this part is up to you. If you want more tamarind sauce, then add more water to it, and let it cook for about 3 to 5 minutes on medium heat. And this is kind of how it's looking. And that's it, guys. While I was tasting, I was like, this tamarind sauce is kind of thicker than what I was expecting, So what I did is I ended up adding more hot water to it, just a little bit, to have this texture here, And I was like, okay, this is what I want. So if you want the tamarind sauce to be thicker, then definitely stick to the first part, like I showed before. Or if not, then add more water to it. And that's it, guys. Also, if you don't want to do any of this meatball stuff, definitely consider swapping that with cucumbers. And I'm telling you, that also hit different, okay? Thank me later. So if you like this video, definitely consider giving it a thumbs up, subscribe, turn that bell notification so you won't miss any video that I'll be posting on my channel. And I'll see you guys on my next one. Take care.